in royal David's city stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her babe.
The history of Christmas carols. A holiday symphony. Ah, Christmas carols. Love them or hate them, you can't escape them. Whether it's Bing Crosby crooning on the radio, carolers at your doorstep, or that one coworker who insists on starting Jingle Bells in October, Christmas carols are an undeniable part of the holiday season. But where did these jingling tunes and Yuletide yodels come from? Grab some hot cocoa and let's hit the high notes of history. The ancient origins of caroling. Let's rewind, way back to ancient times, when Christmas wasn't even a thing yet. The first carols weren't exactly the holly-jolly tunes we know today. In ancient Rome, during Saturnalia, the ultimate holiday party, people sang songs to honor the gods, celebrate the winter solstice, and maybe brag about their toga game. These songs weren't specific to Christmas, of course, but they had one thing in common with modern carols. They were loud, merry, and sometimes a little inappropriate after too much mulled wine. The birth of Christmas hymns. Fast forward to the 4th century. Christianity was spreading like wildfire, and early church leaders thought, hey, we need our own songs for this Jesus thing. So, Christmas hymns were born. These were solemn, serious, and, well, not exactly chart toppers. The vibe was less Frosty the Snowman and more Gregorian chant with extra guilt. One of the first hymns was written by Saint Ambrose in the 300s, and while it wasn't catchy, it set the stage for more religious songs celebrating Christmas. Caroling goes mainstream, sort of. By the Middle Ages, Christmas carols were starting to sound a bit more familiar. This is when the word carol itself got its groove. It originally meant a dance or a song of joy. Picture medieval peasants singing and dancing around in circles, celebrating the birth of Christ and, let's be honest, probably the end of harvest season too. Some of these early carols were pretty quirky. Take The Friendly Beasts, a 12th century carol about animals at the Nativity explaining how they helped baby Jesus. Yep, this was peak medieval content. The dark ages of Christmas carols. But not everyone was feeling the Christmas spirit. In the 17th century, Puritans in England and the American colonies said, enough of this festive nonsense. They banned Christmas celebrations, including caroling. Imagine how awkward it was for the rebels who dared to hum "Deck the Halls" under their breath. Luckily, the ban didn't last forever, because you can't keep a good carol down. The Victorian Revival. The real golden age of Christmas carols came in the Victorian era. By the 19th century, people were rediscovering the holiday and saying, you know what Christmas needs? More caroling. Thanks to the revival of folk traditions, forgotten carols were dug up, polished off, and turned into classics. This is when songs like God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen and Hark, the Herald Angels Sing became staples. And fun fact, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol helped boost caroling even more. Talk about a plot twist. Scrooge hated carols, and yet Dickens helped make them iconic. The first modern Christmas songs. Now, let's talk about modern carols. By the early 20th century, caroling was a well-established tradition, but people wanted fresh tunes. Enter Irving Berlin with White Christmas in 1942. It became the best-selling single of all time. Seriously, even Mariah Carey can't touch this one. This kicked off a golden age of holiday music. Suddenly, everyone wanted to write the next great Christmas song. And thank goodness they did. Because where would we be without Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or All I Want for Christmas Is You? Okay, maybe that last one gets a bit overplayed. Caroling today. Today, caroling has gone global. From Feliz Navidad in Spanish-speaking countries to Stille Nacht, that Silent Night in German, carols bring people together, no matter where they are or what language they speak. Of course, some traditions have evolved. Street caroling is less common now, probably because no one likes answering the door these days. But karaoke Christmas parties are all the rage. And let's not forget the internet, where you can find every carol ever written. Sometimes remixed with EDM beats. Yes, it's a thing. Fun Christmas carol facts. Before we wrap this up, here's some fun Christmas carol facts. 1. Silent Night was first performed in 1818 in Austria, with a guitar because the church organ was broken. 2. Jingle Bells was originally written for Thanksgiving, not Christmas. 3. Caroling has a cousin called wassailing, where people sing to apple trees and ask for a good harvest. Basically, tree karaoke. Now that's the kind of weird holiday tradition I can get behind. Conclusion. So there you have it. From ancient Romans partying it up, to medieval peasants dancing around trees, to modern classics like White Christmas, Christmas carols have come a long way. They're more than just catchy tunes. They're a way to connect, to celebrate, and let's be real, to annoy your neighbors when you sing them too loudly. Whether you're belting out "O Holy Night" or just humming Jingle Bells in the shower, you're part of a centuries-old tradition. And that, my friends, is music to my ears.